soul. All else is lost. The grave of fear has no hold on me. So where, oh death, where is your sting? No longer I who live, but Jesus Christ in me. For I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. Oh, I see the light. It's all for your glory. Singing low, all of this for your glory. All of this for your glory. All of this for your glory. Sing all of this for your glory. All of this for your glory. Jesus lives in me, for I was dead in sin, but I woke up to see the light. Sing it all. All of this for your glory. Sing all of this for your glory. All of this for your glory. All of this for your glory.
Oh yeah, guys, once again, welcome to XSM. We are so excited you're here tonight. And if you're new with us, we are diving into this time of worship. So we want to invite you all up to the front so we can worship as embodiment of Christ. Let's worship together. And Blake, let's go into this next song. Let's come up here and worship as a family. We're a family here, guys.
All right, let's just sing a declaration before we really get into this song. We are here for you. Come and do what you do. We are here for you. Yes, we believe only you can do, only you can do. I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you in the mountains in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows. No less faithful when the light leads me astray. So you're the heaven where my heart is. I will praise you in the valleys. Oh, how high would I climb mountains if the mountains were where you hide? Oh, how far I'd scale the valleys if you grace the other side. Oh, how long have I chased rivers from lowly seas to where they rise? Against the rush of grace descending from the source of its supply. 'Cause in the highlands and the heartache, you're neither more or less inclined. I would search and stop and loving. You're just not that hard to find. Oh, I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you in the mountains in my way. 'Cause you're the summit where my feet are. I will praise you in the valleys all the same. No less God within the shadows. No less faithful when the light leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart is. In the highlands, in the heartache, all the same. Oh, how far beneath your glory does your kindness extend the path from where your feet from the sunrise to where you sweep the sinner's past. And oh, how fast would you come running if just a shadow me through the night? Just raise my steps through all my failures, walk me out the other side. Who can dare ascend that mountain, a valleyed hill called Calvary, for the one I call Good Shepherd, who like a lamb was slain for me. I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you in the mountains in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. I will praise river flowing upwards from a deep but empty grave. I will praise you on the mountain. I will praise you when that mountain's in my way. You're the summit where my feet are. I will praise you in the valleys or the sea. Know there's God within the shadows. Know there's faithful when the light leads me astray. You're the heaven where my heart the highlands in the heartache all the same. Whoa, heartache all the same. You were God either way, the good and the bad. You were God, you were good. You were God, you were good. Whoa,
I just want to thank God for being there for us tonight. No matter what you're going through, He is there for you. And I know it may not seem like it. You may be having a rough patch where you don't feel confident in yourself. You don't feel confident that God is being there for you, that He's listening to you and your thoughts and prayers. But trust me, He is. So I would just like to thank God for being there to support everyone here tonight and to show them that they're there and that they should stay, and that no matter what you're going through, life gets tough for everyone, and that life is worth living, and that God is good and He is there for you. Amen. Thank you.
All right, I believe we're having a 60-second party, right?
Woo! Yeah, guys, what is up? That was some awesome sauce worship. Give it up for our band one more time. Yeah, we're gonna go into what we call a 60-second party. I want you to go find someone who goes to a different school and ask them what is their mother's maiden name. Or if they don't have a maiden name, their middle name.
In the name of love. When there's madness, when there's poison in your head, when the sadness leaves you broken in your bed, I will hold you in the depths of your despair. But it's all in the name of love. In the name of love. Name of love. In the name of love. Name of love.
All right. How y'all doing today?
Hey.
Okay.
You guys doing good?
My name is Christian,
And I'm Kieran.
and today we're gonna, see how you're doing, checking in. We're with the Scoop today, and we're just, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Everyone good? Yeah? Now, has everyone started school yet? Everyone started school, right? Yeah.
I have. It's not
It's
great.
no fun. You haven't? Wow, what school do you go to? Huh? Oh, okay. Wow. Everyone but her has gone to school today, which is
Lucky.
awesome. But yeah, ooh, Angela, you haven't gone? You haven't gone to school? We were saying everyone who's gone to school.
Angelo lives at his school now. He's in college.
Pay attention.
He lives there.
So can I. Oh my God. Let's go to the same school. Anyway, okay, so Miss Kieran, please introduce the scoop for everybody.
All right, guys.
We have some very important
we have
news.
a very interesting scoop coming to you today. Apparently, scientists have found...
Shut up.
Y'all are so loud, honestly. I'm talking. I have the microphone. You're all in school now. You should be used to not talking over people. Anyway, scientists have found possible signs of life on Venus. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Do we have like a picture of Venus? Can we show them?
I feel like they've been saying there's been life on other planets forever.
I know, like they've been like,
Never
oh,
found
we found
anything.
bacteria on Mars. I know, so did I. I guess not, you know,
They said
whatever.
there, yeah. Whenever they say there's life, I never believe.
I know, it's like, okay, what
have
does
to see it
what does that
first.
mean? I don't count bacteria as an alien. I'm sorry.
I don't count
if
it
I
as
can't
life,
see
huh?
it doesn't count.
You know,
But apparently they found like some kind of gas on Venus. They think they did that so far they know only appears when there's like life on the planet. So I don't know, even if there is like another species on that planet, if gas is like the main way you tell they're there, I don't think I want to meet them.
Is Venus the one next to Mars or before Mars?
I have no idea. I don't
Wait.
know. I did not.
I thought Venus was a. Which one? Which is the one that's all gas? Is that Saturn? Is that Saturn? I was gonna say no one can live on an all gas place. Okay, well there was nothing interesting that happened this week, so that's our scoop.
That's about it.
So if you'd like to welcome up the game team, give them a big
Game
round of
team.
applause. I'm back. Okay.
Woo! Okay, so, hey, what's up?
And stop. Go. Play it. Stop. There we go.
Hi, okay, so you guys already heard from me today, but I'm Bree.
Okay, so today we have a We have a very simple game today because we kind of did it on the spot. I just came up with this all on top of my head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna need 4 people who want to play a game. We're not gonna tell you what it is. It's very simple, but we just need 4 people. If no one, okay. So let's see. I'll pick 2 from this side and you pick 2 from that side.
Okay.
So your hand was up first. I'll let you up.
You.
That guy? Okay, that
Play your
guy.
names, I'm sorry.
He's up. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. So listen, you 2 are on a team and you 2 are on a team. What's gonna happen? One of you has to grab your mask, probably you, and put it over your eyes so you can't see. So like that, so you can't see. And I'm gonna hide, it's kind of stupid, my wallet, I'm gonna put it somewhere in this room. And
Okay,
only
no
you can see.
taking money
And only
out of
you
the
can see
wallet.
where the wallet's going, okay? So which one of you is wearing the mask over the eyes? That was a simple question, I think. Okay, so whoever's wearing the mask, I'm gonna put this somewhere, and you have to guide him to wherever my wallet is and bring it back to me. First one to bring it back to me is the winner. Simple? Yeah? I would love an answer from you guys, but I see I'm not getting one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go hide the wallet.
Let's go!
You better
Okay.
look where this is going. Because
While
I'm not
he's
telling you.
hiding it, what are your guys' team name?
Oh, yeah, stand up.
Cheese.
Team Cheese, okay. And what's your guys' team name? Okay, you guys have a team name?
They're not gonna come with that.
Nope, okay.
All right, so put on your mask. Wait, did you see where it was? You saw where it was. Okay. So on the count of 3, you're gonna guide it. Hey, not yet. We're gonna count. You're gonna guide him, okay? So on 3, 2, 1, guide
Go.
where to go. Can we get some music going? It's a little quiet.
Yeah, woo!
Board team. Not this.
Like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood,
Woo!
feeling blessed. Never
Who will get the wallet first?
sunshine on my Sunday
Will it be Team Cheese or Team No Name?
I didn't even know what the team's names were.
like
honestly.
I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood,
I don't know.
feeling blessed.
Quit moving.
Never
Good Lord, stay still.
What are they?
Got that sunshine on my
What are they doing?
best. Feeling good, like I should.
You better bring it back.
come back,
You gotta bring it back. Bring it back.
Never stress.
Bring it back. He can steal it from you.
Yeah, they can steal it.
I don't think he's gonna. I'll get down on the ground for this one.
Like I should.
Warmer. Okay, you got it. All right.
What's your team name again? The Cheese. The Cheese won. So you guys get a free drink or whatever you want from whatever that place is called, the cafe up there. All right. So now I get to welcome up the cutest little redhead you'll ever meet, Mr. Cooper Hartwick. That's what I like. That's what I like. Keep it, yeah, yes, yes! All right, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sit down. Sit down, sit down, sit down. I don't know what that was. Can someone move the chair? Oh, okay, I think they moved it for him. Sorry, there's a lot of you guys here tonight. Woo! You guys feeling good? Like I should. Run this? No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my goodness. First of all, shout out to our coffee shop people. Woo! Okay. Sorry, we've got like a lot of this. Tonight is just happening full steam. Who doesn't have one of the handout pamphlet things? I think it's like most of you. Kinsey's gonna pass out some of those. Also, there's some pins. I'm gonna be honest with you, some of them work, some of them don't. It's like Russian roulette. We'll figure it out. Raise your hand if you don't have one. Raise it up. Hey, Bert. Oh, there's extras right there. Okay. Does everybody have them now? We've got extras. If you got extras, just put them under your chair. It's okay. Just put them under your chair. Does everybody have a pin that needs a pin? They don't have pins. I don't know, Caleb, there's randoms, people, pins. I don't know if they have pins. We're getting it done. Guys, has anybody been having like a good week? Like, I'm just feeling good. Feeling a little spicy. I don't know what that means. Smile? Talk? You want me to just talk? Smile. I understand. All right. Pins are getting passed out. Now that you have our illustrious, wonderful little handout pamphlet thingies, I don't even know what to call them. What is the new title of our sermon series? Somebody yell it out to me. Snapchat. No, Snapshot. Snapshot. We are starting a new sermon series this week. Oh, we're still waiting for it. It's okay. Shh, quiet. Shh. Are we ready? No. We're going to start anyway. We're starting a new sermon series called Snapshot. Woo! And we're going to dig into the life of David. But before we do that, I wanted to talk a little bit about the sermon series. Has anyone ever like gotten a picture taken of you that is like just at the wrong moment that like either makes you look super horrible or like it looks like you're like slapping someone in the face? Yeah, it's like every picture taken of me. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, we're the same people. I think we have a couple of those. Brayton, do we have those pictures up yet? Are we good? All right, let's check out some of these snapshots taken just at the perfect. Oh yeah. That's just creepy. I don't know how I feel about that. All right, what's the next one? Oh, this one's just cute. It's like, oh, look at that. That seal looks so happy. Look at him. Little known fact. The seals eat penguins. I'm just saying. Next picture. Oh, yeah. It's a foot. Yeah, it is a foot. The weird part is like, it looks like it could maybe be like a face. Like something horrible happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can see like some eyes going on in there. All right, one more. I think this one's the one I'm thinking of. One more. Oh, that was not the one I was thinking of. That's pretty funny too. Okay, show the last one because this one happens like all the time. Oh my gosh, look at that. You don't know how many Easter pictures my family has taken where in the background my dogs are just like taking a dump. And my mom's like, it's beautiful. And then we show her the background and she's like, can we take another one? Nope. And we just go like we're inside. But we are starting this new sermon series, this new talk about a snapshot, but taking a quick look at different parts of the life of David. Now, did someone just say, oh, really? Oh, really? Huh. David, I'm going to give you guys some backstory. So, David, also known as King David, also known as your boy David. I couldn't think of one. Your boy Dave. Now, David was the second king of Israel. Now, way back yonder, way back, before your parents were born. I know it seems like a long time ago. Whoa. So back when Israel was just a kingdom, just starting to be a kingdom, God's kingdom filled with God's people, they went through this time of like following all these different leaders, and we had these like really important leaders like Moses who like took them out of Egypt, and then like Joshua brought them into the land of Canaan, which would later become Israel. And then it went to these people called the judges, which sounds like really mean, and like they were, but that was like good. And then like we get through all these people and we get to this part where Israel wants some kings. And so they elect this guy named Saul to be the first king. And he's super awesome, and he's like really tall and strong, and he's like leading the army, and it's like God, that's the one God chose. That's who's gonna be the king. But Saul started having problems. He started having character problems. He wasn't following after God like God wanted him to. He made some mistakes. Things happened, and God said, okay, I'm going to anoint a new king. And so they anoint David. And David was this young guy, super young, probably like as old as some of you guys, but he's young. He's not like ready to be king yet. Yeah, but he's not ready to be king yet. And this prophet named Samuel anoints David as the next king. And this causes all this craziness to happen. And like some of you might know the story where David comes and he slays the giant Goliath, and it's like, oh my gosh, David's gonna be awesome, but he still can't be king yet. And then it gets through this whole situation where he's working for Saul. Like, David's Saul's general. I don't know if you guys can imagine that, but like, imagine like working with someone who's gonna like replace you and be the better version of you, and you like know it. Like, that would not be a good situation. I'd be like, I hate you. I hate everything about you. Go away. Like, I would be so upset. And that's exactly what happens with Saul. Saul is furious. All the people of Israel start loving David, and it's like there's this Bible verse. It's like, it's super like kind of funny, but it's like the people are like chanting, and they're like, Saul slayed the thousands. And it's like, yeah. And Saul's like, yes. And then it's like, and David slayed 10,000. And Saul's like, what? Like, he's all like furious. And they all love David so much more than Saul. And so, Saul is like infuriated. He tries to kill David, and David escapes. So then Saul goes around chasing David all around Israel for like years and years and years, trying to kill David. And like this whole thing happens, and finally Saul dies in battle. Dies, and David, crazy thing, he weeps and mourns for Saul for his death. Like, what? This dude was trying to kill you, like chase you into caves to murder you. And David mourns for Saul, and then is finally enthroned. He's the king over Israel. And all this craziness is happening. And so I wanted to come to this story where it is like a snapshot of like the peak of David's reign. Right? David's like king, and it's just like going better and better and better and better. And I want to catch it at like the peak of his reign. So we're going to pick up. It's going to be in 2 Samuel chapter 6. But before that, I need to tell you about what was happening in chapter 5. And so long ago, during the time of the judges that I mentioned, this thing called the Ark of the Covenant was taken out of Israel. Now, this is like, you guys doing all right? This is like a lot like of background information. It's like, my like immediate thought was like previously on Vampire Diaries. Like you going,
No shame, guys. I love that show. Yes, thank you, my boy. Okay. Previously on Vampire Diaries. So, like, way back during the time of the judges, this army of these people called the Philistines rush in, start destroying Israel, and they take the Ark of the Covenant. Now, this thing was so special because it was the physical on-earth embodiment of God's throne. It was God's resting place. They had it in this thing called a tabernacle, which is like, it's like holy place, and it was sin. Nobody could be there, nobody could be around it, because that's where God was. His presence here on earth was with that Ark of the Covenant. And so the Philistines take it, and it's gone. And it's gone from the time of the judges all the way to this point of David, hundreds and hundreds of years. So he finally gets it back. Chapter 5, David's fighting these Philistines, and like they're like his mortal enemies. Goliath was a Philistine, and they're like always at odds, always hating each other. They took the Ark of the Covenant. All this is happening, and the Ark of the Covenant gets sent back to Jerusalem, to Israel, not Jerusalem, but it gets sent back to Israel. And literally, the Philistines are like, what is this box? I don't know. It's from those Hebrews. Let's just send it back. So they put it on a cart and then attach the cart to these oxen and then just like send them in the general direction of like Israel. So like these ox are just carrying the Ark of the Covenant, like where God's presence is, just like wandering through nowhere. And so he gets back. David's defeating these Philistines, and he's like, let's go get the Ark of the Covenant. Like, it's time to bring it back. And that's where we're picking up. Picking up in chapter 6, 2 Samuel chapter 6, verse 1. It says, David again brought together all the able young men of Israel, 30,000. He and all his men went to Baalal in Judah to bring up from there the ark of God, which is called by the name of the Lord Almighty, who is enthroned between the cherubim of the ark. They set the ark of God on a new cart and brought it from the house of Abinadab, which was in the hill. I'm going to stop there and we're going to pick it up later. See, I wanted to talk about this snapshot, this section of David's life, because I don't know if you know this, but basically from here, everything kind of goes downhill. David's king of Israel, but some serious stuff happens that we're going to look at later about this how David is used by God and how he's going to do things. But this story is so crucial. Let's take a little latte break. Somebody, caramel. Okay. See, David is this awesome character. As we look through this story, you're going to hear me say, David. David was seriously like legit. Like, if you wanted to be a person from the Bible, like, okay, besides like Jesus, like David would be like the one. He is the chosen king and everybody loves him. He is like doing all these awesome things. And then he brings back the ark, this holy thing from them. He brings back the ark. And like all of Israel's like celebrating in the streets. They're like partying, like, yeah, David, blah. Like they're all like freaking out. And they're like, there's like one of the verses later talking about there's like instruments in the streets. They're all dancing around. They're throwing flowers like over the edge, parties, feasts. All this craziness is happening because God is coming back into the city. To the Israelites, this was like, so God's back. God is here with us. He's back. We've brought him back to Jerusalem. See, this crazy thing happened with the kingdom of Israel. And it's going to pick up point 1 is that kingdom change comes with capital change. See, David was known, and he's the only person in the Bible to be called this, but he's called this twice. He's called a man after God's own heart. He's a man who is striving after God's heart, wanting what God wants, wanting to be who God wants him to be. I don't know about you, that's pretty cool. I want to be known by that. Like, man after God's own heart and the world's greatest Chiefs fan. Like, come on, Jesus, you. He is the man after God's own heart. He brings back the ark. He is this awesome, amazing person. And then the kingdom was from that point forward supposed to change, right? It's like they've brought back God. They've brought back the ark. From here on out, the kingdom's going to be amazing. God's with us. Philistines suck. We can do this. Like they're charging forward into the world, trying to change it for God. But the crazy thing is that to David, bringing the ark back wasn't just change for the kingdom. It was bringing God back to the people. I know I kind of already said that, but if you really realize what's happening, is that this kingdom change is a capital change, but it's bringing God back. See, we were singing that song, Mountains Can Still, what is that? Blake, what's that song called? No, the one before that. This Is a Move. Thank you, Adelaide. We were singing This Is a Move, and it was talking about how all these amazing things can happen. And this city change to them was this amazing thing. But for us, what does that mean? What does it mean, the city change? The kingdom change comes with the city change, but I'm not talking about moving to another city. Like, I'm not talking like, hey guys, we're about to move to London. It's gonna be crazy. God's kingdom's coming. Like, let's go. I'm talking about your city, your heart, your passions, your desire, your goal in life. See, sometimes, sorry, I gotta move this out of the way because I kick things sometimes and I don't wanna knock over my coffee. I feel like in our life, we're in this kind of quest. Anybody like Lord of the Rings? Or like The Hobbit? Come on, somebody. Okay, what else? Who didn't raise their hand? Everybody else. Okay, have you guys seen Star Wars or something? Okay, how is Lord of the Rings not more important than Star Wars, okay? Okay, forget about it. Okay, in Lord of the Rings, in this movie, Lord of the Rings, it's awesome. Read the books too, it's fantastic. But in this book, they're on this quest, right? They're these two little hobbits, Frodo and Samwise Gamgee, and they're on this quest to take this magical ring to, I sound like such a nerd right now. They take this magical ring all the way to this volcano to destroy it because it's evil. And so they're on this quest, they're on this journey going this super far distance from this place called the Shire to Mordor. And they're on this awesome journey to destroy the ring. They're on this quest, right? And in life, we're on a quest. We might not feel like it in the moment. We're like, quest, I'm in 7th grade. My quest is algebra. I can conquer the quest. Someone's like, geometry and algebra. We're on this quest in life, conquering different areas. We're constantly moving forward. There's no moving back. You can't go back to when you were 5. You can't go back to when you were 10. You're moving forward constantly. There's nothing you can do to stop you moving forward. And throughout this quest of life, you are gonna run into different obstacles just out there. Whether that's tough school subjects, bullying in school, parents fighting, you're gonna run into all these different obstacles on your quest, but you are always on the quest. I'm gonna do something. Turn to your neighbor, COVID friendly, and say, you're on a quest.